Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Marion.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth say Whisper Squad is the best, Rob.
Whisper Squad is the best, Rob.
You gotta whisper it, though.
Whisper Squad is the best.
Yes.
What was that?
I said Whisper Squad
Rob, we're
is
way
the
across
best.
the studio, man.
Yeah, why are you whispering?
Come on, man. We're a squad here. You don't have to whisper. It's just us.
Probably taking all of your
is now the
questions,
world's
comments,
worst
concerns,
ASMR show.
burns, and whispers in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. This is our final match of the day, exploring some of the more fun and sweet decks that we saw during yesterday's Streamer Showdown, and in general from the rest of the community. You know, we've spent a couple weeks exploring a lot of different decks and looking at different cards, and now it's time to see what we missed, what everybody else came up with. You know, and I've been playing a lot of cards that are things that either I overlooked or just didn't get to over the course of 2 or 3 weeks of us exploring it on our own.
Or realistically, lessons that we already learned. You know, there's some cards in a lot of people's decks where I'm like, ooh, yeah, I remember our second versus where we thought that was a good card too. Like, well, we'll let them learn, you know, like that is the one example where I felt like we were always a little ahead of the curve. Not because we catch everything by any means, you know, we miss a lot, but we definitely try enough things and realize if they are bad. And just you naturally got to play with cards first to learn that lesson yourself. So my final deck, as I said before the break, is going to be coming from Aspiring Spike, and the card that I was most interested in looking at that we hadn't yet is the Bears of Litjara. You know, when you got to give that one a double read.
When you get all 3 chapters, it looks pretty good. It's essentially a 3-mana 4/4 that then, you know, deals 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker on the 3rd chapter. So Shriekmaw-esque or Flametongue Kavu-esque there. It is also a changeling, which is really cool. You know, and so this deck really has a lot of cheaper giants. It takes a more aggressive tack, but still can go pretty big with like Lotus Cobra and Beanstalk Giant. I think actually a lot of the time you're just going to be setting up to like a double spell around turns 4 and 5 and just have this pretty big board of giants, and then Calamity Bearer is the card that shuts the door. So this deck has the capability of going big, but it also has the capability of going fast and being aggressive, which is not a dichotomy that you often see.
That is that's a strange one.
It's sort of an aggro ramp deck, and it seemed really interesting to me. Spike had a lot of success with it. It's a very good deck builder, and we'll see how it does in this last match.
Yeah, we haven't seen that dynamic since Nissa Who Shook the World left, because that was the card that was both aggressive and rampy all in one package. Now that cards have to work together to ramp, it is no longer all in one. So
you don't get it all in one package. Now.
And I'm going to be playing Leon Trazi's just beautiful 5-color prismatic bridge deck. I think it is just awesome. You know, just essentially trying to cultivate into gigantic things. Vorinclex, you know, my whole goal from yesterday's Streamer Showdown is I wanted to Ugin, Ultimate Ugin, the turn I played it. And I did it on like the 3rd game that I played. I just had Prismatic Bridge on turn 4. And then like I put in Vorinclex off the first one, got really lucky, attacked. And then just the second one was Ugin. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is going to be a fun day.
It's back-to-back.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be a tough one for me to beat if that happens.
Yeah, I think that's a tough one for most things to beat. But you got some ways to kill Vorinclex out of the board.
Yeah, the one thing I will say is I'm pretty good at attacking the big creatures, especially if I have Calamity Bearer, because now my giants are dealing a huge amount of damage. I usually have multiple, so I can attack around it and through it at the same time. So I'm definitely the aggressive deck in this matchup, and hopefully I get the, you know, don't really have to look at too many Ugins.
Okay, well, let's try it. Let's start this up. I'm going to go first. Okay.
Why do you always get to go first?
Because I've been losing.
Hardly seems fair.
I've been losing, and with hands like this, I can see why. I just cannot keep this. A little too risky. It started like this, and I'm like, okay, not bad. And then we added just gigantic cards. So, yeah, we got really lucky and hit a couple lands off the top. Maybe it's okay, but...
Rob, would Corey keep this?
Yeah, probably.
I'm on the draw.
Okay.
If I rattle off on-tap land, it is awesome.
Then I'd probably keep that.
I get to do everything.
Okay.
If I miss either of those land drops, it is awful.
Okay.
I do nothing.
Ross, at this point, you're already ahead, so why not?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to mulligan.
Okay.
Too risky.
You're working on borrowed time, so...
Okay, my top 3 cards were lands.
Ross is not making
excellent.
this an entertaining stream anymore.
Yeah. All right, take 2 from both of us here. Let's see what we got. I have some giant stuff, and my main card is Cultivate that I'd love to find, but of course, those are nowhere to be seen.
That's a heck of a hand.
Look at this. I mean, I am just drawing so heinously.
You just got to believe in the heart of the cards, Corey.
I do not anymore. I don't believe in anything anymore.
I was about to curve Lotus Cobra into turn 3 Cobra, untapped land, Fertile Footsteps, Battle of Lajara.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I have, Ugin with no way to cast my early cards, and,
Just wait till you get to 6 lands and you'll be fine.
Just pretty standard stuff here. We'll mulligan again. Why not? All right.
Okay, my second hand, however, is perfect.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, it looks great. I think this is the easy card to put back.
All right. I'm mulliganing to 6.
No, you're not.
Why not? We want to have a good show.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is my definition of a good show. You mulliganing to 5.
Which will happen first? Ross loses the marbles or the Jazz lose?
It's really unclear at this point.
Yeah.
January has kind of been my month.
All right. I will keep.
For those who are unaware, the Utah Jazz are currently on a 10-game winning streak.
And pass to you.
9 of which they've won by double digits.
Oh.
And they now have the best record in the NBA.
Go Jazz. Go Jazz.
And if they don't lose another game until the playoffs, you get $10 million from a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a lot?
You starting on Fabled Passage. Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
All right. We got a Wolf Willow Haven here. Pass to you.
So the thing that happens is even when I have enough lands for Fabled Passage to come into play on turn 4 and have it be untapped, I need the actual other color. I'm missing the color.
Yes,
so it has to be
exactly.
turn 1 regardless.
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay, good start on the Wolf Willow Haven.
Yeah, our hand is decent at this point for a mull to 5 on the play.
I did miss a comment here, Corey. Somebody said let Corey draw a fresh 10 so he has a chance.
I agree.
I will play Mountain and pass.
At this point, I really need something like that. All right, I got the best card in the deck. Got to Cultivate. Okay, so I for sure need black and white. Yeah, I think that's the main ones. So we'll go like this. We'll play this and pass to you.
Okay. Da Bears.
Da Bears.
Da Bears.
Okay. You got a 2/2?
We do not have shapeshifter tokens. We will be using 2/2 bear tokens.
Finally! My token gets some camera time.
Pass the turn. Because it's the Bears of Lajara.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out to me. I just don't even feel right destroying my own token then at this point.
Yeah, you shouldn't do it.
I shouldn't. All right.
It's going to become a 4/4 on my turn.
Going to become a 4/4?
And any number of target shapeshifters you control have base 4/4.
The fact that that's forever is going to be weird tracking.
Yeah. But we don't have to play paper tournaments for another 2 years, so.
Yeah, for another forever.
Yeah. Maybe next lifetime.
All right, I'm going to Migration Path.
This isn't cool.
Okay.
He has all the colors.
We'll get blue, red, and pass to you.
Okay. I will make this a 4/4 and slam in.
All right.
Bring you to 16.
16.
I will then...
Technically, it is a bear, so this does work. Yeah. Technically, we do have a bear.
I will make another 4/4.
Okay.
So Corey plays a big thing. We can kill it with this. Just a big, like a Bone Crusher Giant, or Beanstalk Giant, I mean.
Okay.
You can potentially Ugin me next turn, though it's clear you don't have a land in hand. So you need to have Ugin and draw on tap land.
Yep.
And I will play a Lava Glide Pathway and pass.
Okay, I would not mind a land. Who? Oh, yeah, of course, tap land.
Yeah, trial.
Of course, yeah. Naturally. Now, what do I want? So they stay 4/4s?
So this becomes a base 4/4, so when this copies it, it's just a 4/4.
Okay.
So I have two 4/4 shapeshifters. that are every creature type.
Okay.
Next turn, I'm going to cast Calamity Bearer and attack you for 16.
For 16 and die very quickly. Makes sense. Makes sense.
And I'm going to kill your blocker with the third chapter. And your hand is 4 Ugin, so I'm not sure what you're planning to do. You got to use this on your turn.
So good here with a land. I had such a great play, but
Yeah, your hand is 3 Ugins and a World Tree.
hey Ross, shut up. Okay, what do we want to do?
I don't even have the Calamity Bearer, but I know that's going to happen.
Brutal, brutal, brutal. Let's go with Cycle. And that was interesting. All right, I got the World Tree and Binding of the Old Gods. And it doesn't really matter. I suppose this is more important to kill. I don't think you can bring it back. And then pass to you.
You just want to max the camera time.
Yes, exactly. That too. That too. All right.
Okay, nothing to do with the third chapter here.
Okay.
It's a pretty awkward draw. Definitely getting in for 4.
Okay. Down to 12.
Probably getting Ugin to next turn.
My Ugins are all in my Malta 6 hand, not my Malta 5. They've all disappeared since then.
God, this is incredibly awkward.
The incredibly awkward stuff should be coming from the 5-color deck, I'm pretty sure.
God, I guess I should have played. That still wouldn't. It's just drawing too many tap lands. It's getting me.
Nice, nice.
I definitely want to set up this. So we'll cast Fertile Footsteps.
Okay.
I want to get to a 7-drop. That's my best thing against Ugin.
Yeah, true. Just go above and beyond.
To infinity and beyond.
Oh, okay, okay. That's a different show. That's not Versus Live.
I think they may be copyrighted too.
Yeah, I think you owe someone millions of dollars now.
The center is untapped.
Yep.
And I guess I will just play a Ketria Triumph. And pass the turn.
All right. I will draw.
And get yourself a forest.
Get myself a Triumph of something, of some regards. Let's go like this. Doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, it's not even a forest. It doesn't count for this, but yeah, I do have plenty of forests. Okay.
Corey over here getting mad about Ross about his demons, but can't even read his own sagas.
Hey, I didn't get mad about it at all. I thought it was just super funny. I just kept getting it wrong. All right, so I'm at 12. I don't know if... Oh, okay, all right. I lied. Let's start with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start with Teferi.
Pretty cool.
I will draw a magic card. Tap land, of course, of course.
You want
to... Let's...
discard that one.
Discard Cultivate.
Makes sense.
And... I'll pass to you.
On your end step, I will stomp the Teferi.
Stompy stomp.
So let me attack it down with Barrington Bear. Berenstein Bear.
The Corey Bear.
Yeah, attack Teferi.
I will draw a card. And discard this mountain, and it's dead.
And then I will play Timber Crown Pathway and Beanstalk Giant.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
End step, I will cycle. A draw. Untap. Draw. Creatures have Death Touch. And I probably should have played this last turn, but got a little carried away. Now I think I'm going to be dead.
I currently have 11 power.
Yep.
Say Prismatic Bridge.
Yeah, Prismatic Bridge I could have cast last turn, got pretty punished for it, and then I'll play the other side as well. And pass to you.
Oh, and you're not dead.
Yay!
It's not a bad draw. I will play Glimpse the Cosmos.
Okay. Pretty spicy. Yeah, that's one card that just looked great again for the streamer event, you know? Something that we're not too shocked about, but...
It's Glimpse the Cosmos.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take the Fable Passage there because the cards on the bottom, I want to stay on the bottom.
Okay.
Didn't really find anything good. But I will force a chump block because now this is 12.
Yep. All right, I'll block this.
You take 4, go to 8.
Yep.
And I will play an Invasion of the Giants, scry 2.
Okay. Come on, Bridge. Hit me something good.
I will put 1 on top and 1 on the bottom.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right.
No Ugin, please.
All right. Reveal. How about an Ugin? Bang. Hello. It's Ugin.
Oh.
All right. It's pretty awkward that I have to remove my own bridge, though, so that is something.
And your own Ugin.
Yeah.
Draw for turn.
All right. Let's see what we can get. That's not good. Yeah, I guess I could try to keep Ugin around. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's pretty risky. So I could just -0 to get rid of the token, and then just like play...
Make a 2/2.
Make a 2/2, yeah. I don't have anything to actually search with the World Tree. Right, Rob? I don't actually have any God cards.
You have a Zika.
Oh, I do, okay.
But you're a little short, even though the land, you'd be 1 short of that.
Yep.
So probably has an untapped land as one of those 2 cards, which is pretty bad for Corey. Conversely means it's good for me, so I like that.
Yeah, this is tricky. You didn't play the Bone Crusher, so you could easily have Stomp to just kill me. Question is, do I even win if I Ugin here? And that's the thing I have to weigh, is if I get rid of Ugin and my bridge, I stop the damage for the turn, but do I have a chance to win?
You got to beat the card I left on top, the Bone Crusher, and the 2 cards in my hand.
Exactly. So it's almost worth it to take the risk where I likely die, but if I don't, I have a lot better chance of, at least hitting something good. But I think I will just -7. I just have a feeling you have it. I guess I'll float 2 first before this goes away.
Yep.
So
this is exiled.
Yep. I will put this on here with that 2 mana. I will make a 2/2 wolf and play another World Tree. Pass to you.
Okay. So I'll draw for turn.
All right. 2/2. Close enough.
Let's play a Bone Crusher.
Okay.
Play Glasspool Mimic, copy Bone Crusher.
Okay.
And play another Invasion.
So you didn't have the Stomp, huh?
I did not.
God, I've just been guessing wrong on all these minor decisions.
Okay. I'll leave... Actually, I can leave these both on top, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, just every little micro decision I made has just ended up being quite bad. All right, Binding of the Old Gods, we'll kill that. Maybe we want to kill the Shapeshifter.
I don't think there's a difference.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll pass to you.
Okay, draw for turn, draw for Invasion, show you Calamity Bearer, deal you 2.
Okay.
You go to 6.
Down to 6.
play Calamity Bearer, attack you for
Deals
8.
double, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will block.
No reason to extend further into an Ugin, so I'll pass the turn.
All right, search. Hope to get lucky.
That's should be on your draw step.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay, well, I already shuffled. I didn't see what it was on top, so that helps.
Corey just casually thinning his deck.
Nope, that's not going to be enough. Have the good old Vorinclex, but that's a little late.
Yeah, both creatures are lethal. I even have 2 more Calamity Bearers. They're very lethal. How about 8x damage? This one's 24, this one's 32.
But once again, if I just go with the other line, I mean, I think it's just, completely fine for me. I'm getting bridge activations. I could Ugin the turn after. I think I win that game if I just, -0, then make a 2/2, play another Wolfhaven.
At the very least, I think you get to sweep up more in the Ugin.
Yeah.
Right? If you brick off the bridge, then you're going to be forced to Ugin the next turn.
But there really is no bricks in the deck, so that's the whole thing, is you don't really brick,
I guess you either hit another chump, but no, well, any sort of chump blocker, if you hit Azeka or something.
Yeah, Zika's the only brick. Otherwise, you just hit giant planeswalkers, or you hit
creature
Binding
or
of the Old
planeswalker.
Gods. It's permanent.
It's any permanent.
Yeah, so you hit Binding of the Old Gods, planeswalkers, or Azeka.
You can hit Wolf Willow Haven.
Yeah,
you have a few bricks.
But the
worst case scenario there is if you do brick, then you just sweep up an extra Calamity Bearer or something.
Yeah.
You are giving me an extra card though. So if I give you 1 extra card in the Ugin, I'm getting it back in the invasion that you answered.
Yeah.
But you're getting some card quality at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's slightly better for you, but it's not by a huge amount.
Yeah, but there's just a chance that I just close the door, right?
Yeah, if you hit any sort of answer to the 7-drop, then the Beanstalk Giant, then I'm dead.
Yeah,
which means I actually probably have to then Glass Pull Mimic the 7-drop to play around you hitting a removal spell.
Yeah.
And then that'll force the Ugin. So you probably would have gotten that instead of a Calamity Bearer.
Yeah,
you would have gotten another Mimic.
True. And I guess Ugin itself was another dead hit, but yeah. Yeah, at least I put up a fight with the Mold of 5. Just the power of Cultivate, to be honest, in this deck just fixes everything. And, I love that about it. And I should have just played Prismatic Bridge a little bit earlier.
That's the bigger thing to me. I think if you get the bridge down earlier, you're in a lot better shape.
Yeah, because my mentality was I played Teferi, and then I drew Cultivate, so I wanted to draw. If I draw an untapped land, perfect, I get to play Bridge too. But I figured the Teferi was going to stop your creature, so I was going to untap with that. But Stomp got in the way of that, and I drew a tap land, so... Yeah, not right there.
Is that what that means?
I will go on the play this turn, and I'm going to keep 7. I just know it.
Well, you're pretty loose with your keeps, so...
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll keep. It's not insane, but it's fine.
I'll keep this 8.
That's how you're winning all these, huh? I'm just cheating. Okay, there you go.
I thought I gripped 7. I did not. I will play a Ketri Triome and pass.
Okay. I will take 3 for a Shatter Skull Smashing here, and Wolf Willow Haven this. 17.
Oh, that's very awkward. So do I want to cast this now, or do I want to make sure I can cast this on turn 3? Yeah, I think I'm actually going to wait on the Glimpse and play a Glasspool Shore here.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
I will draw a magical card. I will play a Sheikah and a Triumph. Pass to you.
Pretty good start from Corey. I will play Da Bears.
Da Bears.
Pass the turn.
Okay.
We have a target for that third, whatchamacallit.
Green, red, blue, black, white. I will play the bridge early this time. I think this will help me out a little bit more. And then I'll play Valakut, Stoneforge tapped, and pass to you.
Okay. This will become a 4/4.
Yep.
And... yeah, I think we just gotta go... Could copy the 4/4 so that if Corey hits a removal spell, I can still potentially kill the Azeka. The Azeka is not super relevant, but it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, we got the goods out of it there. Getting bridge into play is definitely what I wanted.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play Calamity Bearer so I can get a bunch of damage in.
Okay, yeah, that is a big hit.
Yeah, an attack for 8.
All right. Yeah, that's been nice.
You're 12.
No, I took 3.
Oh, you took 3, so you're at 9.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
All right, bridge time. Cultivate the world tree. Migration path.
Is creature or planeswalker?
What?
Oh, I'm just looking at what the card says.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah, you can't hit Sagas.
I thought I went past.
But that just means you're going to hit Ugin along.
I got a Vorinclex.
Oh, well, that stops the bears.
The bears. Okay, so we'll draw. So I got 6 mana. I will play a land. And that's pretty awkward. 1, 2. I guess I might want to do that. Okay, I will just make a 2/2. Just to make sure, in case you got a way to remove a creature, I don't die on the spot. And pass to you.
Okay, I'm pretty happy about that turn.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Because it also means you can't hard cast an Ugin from your hand next turn.
Also true.
Which is one thing I was scared of. But this turn I think is pretty scripted. I'm going to cast Fertile Footsteps.
Okay.
Also going to crack a Fable Passage.
Okay.
We'll get a forest and an island. And I will play a Glasspool Mimic.
Okay.
Copy Calamity Bearer.
Alrighty.
And slam in.
Okay. I will blocks like this.
Okay. Calamity Bearer trades for those 2.
Okay.
And I'll pass the turn.
Give me a planeswalker off this bridge, please. Okay. 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 All right. Cool.
Azeka plays.
Pretty fun.
Azeka.
Going well.
Azeka.
Stuff is cool. Life is
Oh my
fair.
God.
What is going on? Magic is weird. Ah! All right. Do you have to play it?
Put that card onto the battlefield. Yeah, so it's going to go to your
well,
graveyard, basically.
Yep. That was ridiculous. I won't be top decking a land anytime soon. Yikes. Okay. Draw a card. And, of course, draw an Ashika. That's cool. Things are just going well. All right. I got a Doomscar.
That's unfortunate.
And pass to you. That's why I just wanted any planeswalker there. I was like a nice Wrath turn, but...
Okay. Bears goes away.
Okay. The bears never go away.
Definitely going to play this. Unfortunately, I don't have an untapped land for the Beanstalk.
Okay.
But I do have some things. The question is which one of these I want to play first. I imagine it's this one, seeing as I'm not using the card immediately. Though there is the potential for me casting this with the giant this turn and then having Beanstalk flashback next turn. Maybe that is better. It's certainly better against Ugin, and you're like pretty likely to hit Ugin off this bridge.
Am I?
Yeah, I kind of think I have to play around Ugin as best I can.
Okay.
So let's play Glimpse the Cosmos.
Okay.
These 2 suck.
I know I'm not very likely to draw land at this point. I just put 19 of them on the bottom, so...
Tectonic Giant.
Okay, whenever you attack, it becomes the target. All right.
Pass the turn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's really nice
All
with Calamity Bearer.
Bridge. All right.
Yeah. The card is going to be forced to -4 if he wants to deal with the Tectonic Giant, which is nice.
Yeah, because what? If I even target it, huh?
It's also a 3/4.
Yeah. All right. All right.
It's becomes sort of a spell. You can plus Ugin on it.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Well,
You have 3 in hand or 4?
4.
And you're at 9. The awkward thing for me is like I don't have any 5-mana giants, so like force a -5 to deal with the bridge.
Yeah.
All I have is Beanstalk.
All right, blue, white, red. Yeah. All right, I got a Narset. I'm gonna tick up, add red. I'll go to 8.
When did you take another 3? I had you at 9.
You had me at 9?
It was just Shadow Spell Smashing and the 1 9-point attack with the... Or
yeah,
one,
yeah, I went from 12.
attack.
I went from 12 to 8, but there's not. I took 3.
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
Of, yeah. So that was my.
Well, you went from 20 to 17 and then 17 to 9. All I did was make an 8-point attack with the bears one turn.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong side. Okay, yeah, I was at 9. I go up to 11.
So you go to 11. Yeah, 11 to 20.
Yeah. Add red. Fire Prophecy. This.
So. Oof. Oh, the 3 damage doesn't even go to planeswalkers.
No, it's just opponents.
That's
right?
a pretty big tilt.
Yeah. So I'm just going to take 3, and then I'm going to up Ugin and kill
Yeah, so I have the option of exiling the top 2 cards of my deck, and until the end of my next turn, I can play one of them.
Okay.
Or I can deal 3 to Corey. I don't think the 3 damage is going to be relevant because of this Narset, so I'm just going to dig.
Okay.
This deals damage to planeswalkers, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So it is kind of interesting. Like, it puts this on 1, makes it pretty difficult, and then it'll put this on 5.
Oh, Battle of Frost?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'll take the battle.
Okay, I'm going to put this at the bottom and draw a card as well with this Fire Prophecy.
Yep. So I'm at 20 and Corey's at 11.
Yep. And then I'll play a Triumph and pass to you.
All right.
Yeah, 11-20.
Now let's play the battle.
Okay.
Deal 4 to your planeswalkers.
All right.
And play Invasion of the Giants.
Okay.
Scry 2.
Okay.
Okay, getting punished.
Nice, nice.
Though not that punished.
All the scrying for you.
Leave them both on top.
All right.
Play Fable Passage and pass the turn.
All right, upkeep bridge. Vorin Klex. It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That is going to do it.
Kaya starts with ultimate. I will emblem right away, because why not? Yeah, I'll attack.
What does the emblem do? You
I get to
play
return
a legendary permanent from your graveyard or return?
Yeah.
Beginning your upkeep, you can cast a legendary spell from your hand, your graveyard, or exile without paying its mana cost.
Yeah. Or exile is kind of the cool part, because I could just like negative on Ugin if I really wanted to.
You're also going to get Narset out of my stomp range.
Yeah. Gain 2. I will tick up 3. Or wait, it goes double, huh?
Yeah.
So
this
4.
Goes up 4. So it goes to 7. So it goes to 7.
Or it goes to 9.
Oh yeah, it was on 5. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to take 3 to 17. You're going to gain 2 to 13.
And then attack for 6.
I'm going to go to 11.
All right. Your go.
Yeah, Vorin Klex is best possible.
Yeah, Vorin Klex is good. Vorin Klex. It makes up for all the Ashikas that I go into Ashika. Do you have the Kaya emblem, Rob? I think you forgot the Kaya emblem.
Yeah, Wizards never got back to me on that one.
Oh, okay. They didn't give us the extra emblems beforehand, huh? Okay. Yeah, Vorin Klex and Planeswalkers are just so very sweet. And to be fair, Prismatic Bridge was the card that did this all, but still, awesome.
Yeah, I'm just very dead.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to figure out a way I could get back into this, and there just isn't. With the Kaya emblem, I just can't deal with the Planeswalkers ever.
Yeah, exactly. Because even if exile, like the fact that if
I literally can't. I need I need like the artifact that stops you from activating them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The 6 mana.
You don't have that in your main deck?
I do not.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
What about in your sideboard?
Yeah. We'll add it to the sideboard over there.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to do it for our first two games here, splitting them one apiece. We are going to head to our sideboard and see what we got for each other. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with sideboarding here on Versus Live.
Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between TEMUR Giants and World Tree Ramp. On my side of things, a lot happening here. I think Corey's stuff is just so powerful. I have to become very disruptive. I've got some counter spells, which are great. I've got a couple of wilts to deal with either sagas or, more importantly, the Prismatic Bridge.
Okay.
I also have squashes. This is a card I think is being overlooked and is quite good for decks playing a reasonable number of giants. You know, red has struggled to deal with a lot of big green creatures. Lovestruck Beast, Elder Gargaroth, Feasting Troll King. Squash efficiently deals with all of them. And here it also deals damage to planeswalkers. It's going to deal with Vorinclex as well. So
I really want to see some 2-mana giants with that card, though, to be, good against Lovestruck.
Yeah.
That gets a little tricky, but
though, I guess you can play some changelings at that point. What I'm bringing out is Cyclone Summoner, easily the worst card. I don't want to go long in this matchup. I don't want to bounce all your sagas and planeswalkers.
Yeah, please do.
Battle of Frost and Fire, while dealing 4 to planeswalkers can be good, is really inefficient. I don't want to take down my counter roll in the mid game. Bad against Vorinclex, just a lot of issues. So it's mainly being replaced by Squash.
Okay.
Tectonic Giant, I think, is the worst giant in the deck. It already costs 4 mana. It's really nice when you're just kind of racing. When you follow it up with the Calamity Bearer, you deal them 6 and then it deals 6 in combat, so it just attacks for 12. That's not really what we're able to do. We got to deal with Corey's stuff. I think it's just generally the worst giant in post-board games. And Invasion of the Giants is a card neither Corey nor I have been impressed with yet.
Yeah, not really.
I just keep casting it and having it either die or get Vorinclexed every time, and I never even get to draw a card off of it.
Yeah. And if you don't do that, then it's really bad, and it's already just okay. Like, people look at it as like, oh, it does preordained things, but it's significantly worse when you don't draw the same turn.
Yeah, exactly. Just having to wait has made that card much worse. So we're just cutting those. I'm a little wary of this, in part because I like the idea of turn 4 being able to cast a giant and hold up a counterspell with that third mode, but you basically just need it on turn 2. It's so bad later in the game, so I'm still cutting it.
Agreed. Okay, so from my end, I'm cutting Fire Prophecy. I just don't have enough targets from your end. Like, I can hit Bone Crusher Giant, but you have a lot of X4s, so it ends up being pretty bad here. Wolf Willow Haven is a card that I think would probably just be cut from this list if we fine-tuned it, just because you do Ugin exile it. Adding a second green onto a land is usually not very good because you do need one of every color, so stuff like Cultivate is just going to be much better. Take out the one Mythos, just not that powerful of a card. Bringing in 3 very powerful cards, another Kaya, the 4th Binding of the Old Gods, just a phenomenal card in this matchup, another Ugin, and then a couple Disputes. I don't want to be as disruptive, but I would like to draw 1 a game for that key turn when I want to break through.
Yeah, when I'm holding up the negate and you're casting a big spell, just force it through.
Exactly. All right, Rob, you got any questions from our audience before we play this next game?
Yeah, I had one for a little bit ago from Apex the Prodigy. They were wondering how many snow permanents should you be looking to play if you want to play Frost Augur, and is that worth it?
So I guess I'll start. I personally I've been extremely disappointed with Frost Augurs, and I've played it in decks where I'm just maxing out on it. I just don't think Standard is about a card that you can tie up a mana each turn or be playing a 1-mana 1/2. Maybe decks that are a lot more disruptive could be better, I guess, but I'm under the impression I think it's just a bad card.
I'm much higher on it, though I do think it's important to have other ways to utilize the body when you're not activating it, when you're just curving out. So I've liked pairing it with the Omen Keel, because it can just crew the Omen Keel when you're doing other things with your mana. Omen Keel also helps you hit land drops, so you free up mana to then use Frost Augur later in the game. So that pairing I have liked. As far as the density of snow permanents you want, I would say minimum about half. I want to be drawing at least half a card per activation. But ultimately, once you reach that minimum, you want to add as many more as you can, and you just think about the opportunity cost. How much worse is, X snow card versus a similarly functional card that isn't snow, like Frostbite versus Bonecrusher Giant, or Graven Lore versus Gadwick, or some other piece of card advantage, and you just kind of make the judgment. But minimum, I'm saying about half.
Okay.
Which is not a huge number when you're considering you probably have 20 plus snow lands and the 4 Frost Augurs to begin with.
Yeah.
You don't need that much more on top of that to get to half your deck.
Yeah. Okay. That's reasonable. I can see that at being decent in that light. I think I've tried it in Sultai Snow, and it was just okay. I never really attacked with Jorn Snow though, and I even tried it in the streamer event, and for the life of me, I cannot attack with that card. So I'm starting to get pretty low on that card as well. And then I played in the Izzet deck, and I just think the Izzet deck was not that great, but I could see it in a better home.
Yeah, definitely want ways to utilize it when you're not activating. Because if you play it on turn 1, and you're not going to Stone Rain yourself every turn.
Yeah.
And every turn it just sits there and does nothing. It's a card that does nothing.
Yep, that is a fair assessment. All right, how's your hand?
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to have to mulligan mine. No Cultivate. Cultivate really is the big thing. Or a Sheikah, just a little too clunky on the draw. On the play, I would keep that, though. To be honest, yeah.
Once again, the king of ETB tap lands. I hate them so much.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do it. How do you just put so many tap lands in your deck and still curve out ever?
You should not play this deck then, because it's a lot of tap lands.
I've watched people do it, and I'm amazed every time.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, mulligan here on the draw. Okay, it's already much better. I will keep. And I think we can just get rid of the Shatter Skull Smashing. I don't see the need for that.
I will start on a Triome.
Okay.
Happy to have a tap land on turn 1.
True. All right, I got a Triome as well.
Okay, well, I can't let Corey one up me. So I guess I have to play a second Triumph.
All right, for you. Oh, that was an incredibly awkward draw. I have a Wolf Willow Haven here and pass to you.
Also, Ross, Brendan would like to know if you checked your Facebook messages yet. Said he broke it.
Well, Brennan says that a lot, and he's right approximately 0% of the time.
What kind of Golgari shell did Brennan send you now?
I'll play a forest and pass the turn.
Okay. All right. I have a Cultivate.
I have a Negate.
Okay. Kind of figured that. That's why it was awkward to top deck it, but I had to play it, so pass to you.
I have a Glimpse of the Cosmos.
Okay.
Said surprisingly, it's TEMUR.
Oh.
Do I have a Glimpse of the Cosmos? No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm just going to play a Tectonic Giant.
The Giant.
Let's just tap out this turn. Hopefully nothing bad happens. You can't Prismatic Bridge me because the Wolfwillow Haven on Forest means you have 2 green.
Yeah, oh yeah. Of course, my mana is completely awkward right now, or I'd have a great play this turn, but now I do nothing, so pass to you.
Or telling a Doomscar, I presume.
Maybe.
So I am going to attack and exile 2.
Okay.
And it's play, so I can play lands off of this. That's good.
Okay, I'll take it.
You go to 17.
Yep.
Play a Fabled Passage. Crack it.
Okay.
Let's get a Mountain. Pretty far away from casting that Doomscar.
Oh, yeah.
I guess really only 2 lands.
Yeah, true.
Actually, you could go Cultivate, play my land, and then have 3 mana up and Doomscar me next turn.
That's true.
You're actually not that. You're a Cultivate away.
I'm 1 Cultivate away.
Okay, I will then play a Glimpse of the Cosmos.
Okay.
let's take that one just to be safer. And then I will pass the turn.
All right. I will untap. A draw.
Also, Brandon says it's like the deck you're playing, just not bad.
Fair. All right. I will cast Cultivate.
You have a Cultivate.
All right. That was a good draw. I will. Doesn't really matter. Now we're unlocking everything. So we'll go with white. And Swamp to the hand. And I will Doomscar.
I'll dispute that.
Okay. Pass to you.
Don't think I'm going to have good uses for dispute later.
Yep, no, that seemed reasonable.
Okay, not a bad draw. Let's attack and exile 2.
Okay.
You take 3, bring you to 14. I'm definitely taking the Tectonic Giant here.
Okay.
Don't want to get Ugin to next turn. So I'm gonna crack a Fable Passage again.
Okay.
Get another mountain. Maybe getting punished for not having done this earlier. But we're gonna play this Tectonic Giant.
Okay.
I guess this is until the end of my next turn. You have 3 in hand?
Oh, interesting. Yep, I have 3.
Yeah, I'm still going to do that.
Okay.
But I'm also going to wilt the Wolf Willow Haven.
Okay.
To take you off of that mana.
Makes sense.
And pass the turn. Another Doomscar is the Punisher case here.
I do not have it yet. Well, that was an okay draw, but I just don't think I can really play it right now. Let's go with Kaya.
Pretty good.
And I'll just exile this. And pass to you.
You have 2 in hand?
2 in hand. Both busted.
That is on a non-token creature. You're at 14.
Yep.
2 in hand. You played a land. So you need to have untapped land, Ugin next turn with your 3 cards available. Starts to become, a little dicey.
Quite dicey.
I think I'm gonna attack you, exile.
Okay.
I will select Bone Crusher Giant.
Okay, I will take it, go to 11.
I will cast Glimpse the Cosmos.
Okay.
I will select this card.
Okay.
I will stomp the Kaya.
Alrighty.
And play a Crag Crown Pathway.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
Not playing the Bone Crusher leads me to believe you have some piece of interaction.
Or I just don't want it to get Ugined.
That's fair too. But I don't really have a choice here. My hand's pretty forced. I'll play Kaya.
Yeah, I'll dispute it.
Yeah, of course I drew a Triumph as my untapped land, so pass to you.
And now I'm still in a slightly awkward spot. I guess this is just going to be my play then, so...
Calamity Bear, kill me?
I do not have a Calamity Bear that would kill you. That's what I was hoping for. But I think I'm just going to deal you 6.
Okay, I'm down to 5.
Put you to 5. Play Fable Passage, play Beanstalk Giant.
Okay.
So if you have Ugin, you'll have to -7.
Alrighty. Oh, well, I did just draw Ugin, so that's good. Exile everything. Pass to you.
Yes,
I'm at
he's
5,
at 5.
Good draw.
Oh, Timber Crown Pathway was not a very good draw.
Okay.
But I will play this and play Bears.
Okay.
With so this is chapter 1. Get one of these and pass the turn.
All right.
Got another Ugin for me?
Nope. I don't have anything that powerful, but I do have a Vorinclex. And I'll pass to you.
That's
very vulnerable.
Incredibly awkward.
But very vulnerable. I'm dead to a lot of things. I had to play my land to maybe do something with these world trees.
I'm going to crack this on upkeep. I know I have a Bone Crusher at the bottom of my deck. I would like to draw if I can.
Yeah, Bone Crusher wouldn't be bad.
I have a bunch of good draws here.
Mm-hmm. Your roasts or whatever.
Yeah, Squash would end the game.
Yep.
Another Bone Crusher would end the game.
Nope. Okay. Yeah. Yes, it indeed would. All right, Vorinclex, save the day, and then we'll just put another Ugin on top.
Calamity Bearer would end the game. There's a Squash.
Oh, Jesus. What is this? Just these last, week, 2 weeks, you've been just tutoring every turn, and I've been drawing the opposite of what I would want every single turn.
If I draw, Negate, they're probably dead. Another Bone Crusher, Calamity Bearer, you're dead. Beanstalk Giant, you're probably dead.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not looking good that game, but to not even give me a draw. How rude.
Yeah.
How rude. Well, it looks like we got time for one more game. I can try to salty run back you here to at least bring it to even.
Try to even up this one. I'm pretty surprised by the giant deck, though. I drew a good amount of my disruption. I think I had 2 disputes and a negate. So 3 out of the 5 counter
and
spells.
This is a deck that cannot beat counter magic at all. Yeah, I'm just all spells. It is definitely a streamer showdown deck where once you add negates and stuff, this deck is unplayable. Playing a 5-mana blue card as my payoff,
Honestly, and you kind of ran out of gas in some of the games.
Yeah.
I would honestly just want to play Beanstalk Giant, Bone Crusher Giant, and Glimpse the Cosmos so that you don't...
Yeah, you don't want to bridge into those cards, though.
Bridging
you don't want to bridge into Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher is rough, but Beanstalk's still fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I guess you're built to just really hit Ugin all the time, but Ugin and Bridge is always looks so awkward.
Well, when you have to -5.
Yeah.
But that's not always the case, You're not always under that much pressure since you do run 4 Wraths and stuff too.
Ross, relevant question in chat.
Yeah.
What kind of broom do you prefer?
What kind? What's the one from the Harry Potter movie, Nimbus 2000 or whatever? I guess that's a broomstick. I was just trying to think of a pop culture reference for brooms.
You're not very good with pop culture. We know that, so.
I like how we had to go all the way back to OG Harry Potter.
What about the dancing one from Beauty and the Beast? I like a nice dancing broomstick.
Sure. That's good. Let's go with that. All right, I'll go first. Let's see what kind of garbage we got. Oh, Heinous Hand. Cool.
It's BR Guest, isn't it?
Oh, keep.
I was confusing BR Guest with See My Vest from The Simpsons. I blended them in my head.
See My Vest.
See My Vest made of real gorilla chest.
I just assumed that you have Simpson goggles on.
See my sweater. There's no better than authentic Irish setter. Grizzly bear underwear, turtles necks. I've got my share. Poodle on my new it shall rest. Yeah, this hand looks great.
Pass to you.
Just trying to figure out how I'm sequencing my lands, and I'll lead on Fable Passage, as I always do. This one's actually fine. I have 2 more I have a second Fable Passage, but I have 2 untapped lands.
Oh my god, you have the Dream?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really the only thing you need. As long as you have 2 untapped lands so that you can tap land on 1 and untapped on 2 and 3, everything is fine.
Yeah, that's good. I'll pass to you.
Passing to me, eh?
Indeed.
So it's my turn.
It is your turn.
I get to go.
It is your go.
Okay, I have a mountain, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw a magical card, and I will play Ashika. Here you
go. That's really good.
Pass to you.
I will play Timber Crown Pathway and Fertile Footsteps for an island.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Alrighty. Oh, I also have untapped lands. It seems like a cheat code. I will attack for 1.
19.
And I will play Kaya.
That's really good.
Dispute that. All right, I'll tick up on this. Put a ghost form counter on it. Yeah, we'll go like this. And pass to you.
So have me at 19.
Go, go, Kaya. The inexorable. Inexorable.
Also, I'm being told, Ross, that you were mixing up Beauty and the Beast and Fantasia.
BR guesses Beauty and the Beast. I don't know where people are getting Fantasia in. Are talking about dancing broomsticks? There's definitely there's got to be a dancing broomstick in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I thought
all the stuff on the house dances.
I'll be honest, I've only seen Beauty and the Beast once, so I don't remember.
Yeah,
there's got to be.
There's got to be. There's teacups that dance. There's got to be a broom in that
everything in that freaking house dances. I was really hoping I was going to draw Squash here, and I could go Bone Crusher, Squash, or Kaya, and Corey would be really sad. But instead, I guess
awesome.
I have to make the awkward play of just stomp Kaya, play Bone Crusher.
Okay.
So I can stop it from minusing the next 2 turns.
Okay. All right. I have some magical cards to play. All right, we'll exile that. And I'm going to go with Wolf Willow Haven on this. Attack for 1.
18.
Oh, wait, actually, I don't have to play this on tap land. So I'll Wolf Willow on this. Attack for 1, put you to 18.
Yep.
And then I will cast Migration Path, play the World Tree, and then it's your go. White, red.
Oh, it's going to be awkward. But so you got 3, 7, 9 mana next turn.
Just 9. Just a gentleman's 9.
A gentleman's 9.
Yeah.
Right? Wow, that actually is really awkward. Okay, let's play Fable Passage and crack it.
Okay.
Get a mountain. Deck is definitely red heavier than other colors.
Sure.
And I will play Da Bears.
Da Bears. Okay.
Pass the turn.
Alrighty. I will draw. That's probably a pretty excellent draw on my part. Finally, I get to be the one doing that. This is nice. Okay, I'll pay 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will play Ugin.
I will dispute.
I will dispute.
Yeah.
Hooray! Hooray! And then I'll kill the bears. I'll kill me. You've been doing enough killing of me before. I figured it looked fun. I might as well do it too. So do Ghost Form counters stack? Well, regardless, I'm putting it on Ugin, so never mind. So if you deal with Ugin, it comes back.
It's only non-token creatures.
Okay, I will put a second one here. I don't think they actually stack, though. They might, though.
Yeah, it does stack. So you're going to get multiple spirits for a spirit for each counter on them.
Cool. So I'll attack for 1. Second Ghost
brings me to 17.
And then pass to you.
Draw.
There was that one dispute. You want to draw at a key time.
Yep. That's when the creature dies, right?
Or leaves the battlefield. Yeah.
Or is put in exile. Okay, so if you exile it with Ugin, you're still going to get tokens. That's pretty sweet. Well, I will do what I can. We'll play Ketre Triome into Calamity Bearer.
Okay.
Then pass the turn.
All right. I will untap.
So now Corey can plus on the Azeka again, -4 the Ugin to get 3 spirits.
Yeah, that's pretty cute. So I'm going to start with a cycle. Cycle. And It seems not bad of a play. Or I just try to tick up and do something with it. You'd still have to kill...
Yeah, you still just get to chump block.
Yeah, I'm just going to tick up on
Also
you.
Play. I will go to 14.
Oh, wait, this does...
It's not going to do anything. I have to choose shapeshifters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you take 3, we'll put another ghost counter on this, and then pass to you.
Yeah, that's probably better. Oh, on your end step, I had 2 mana. I was going to cycle this wilt.
Oh, yeah, and also, I'm going to make a wolf, too.
Sure.
I'll play my land.
That's not going to do anything. That is not going to do anything.
At this point, if we go to a tie, I count that as a win. I've been losing so much, y'all. I will take a tie.
Attack your Kaya with Calamity Bearer.
I will block with this. Actually, I'll just block with the 2/2.
Oh, that thing's on 11. You're about to ultimate, aren't you?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
And not bad, huh?
Oh, this went away too.
Okay.
So I guess I will play Lotus Cobra, play this, make a green, play Beanstalk.
All right.
Pass the turn.
Sweet. Here we go. I will ultimate.
So draw 7, gain 7, put 7 permanents on the battlefield.
Up to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're 27.
All right. 4, 5, 6, 7. Surprisingly bad. So I will put this. I will put a world tree and a forest. And that's it. So I'll destroy that. Then I will tick up on this. Get a 4th token. Thank you. That's probably a better idea.
4 ghost form counters.
4 ghost form
Let's
counters.
make it black so they don't look like +1 counters.
Sure, I like it. And then 6, 7. I will Shatter Skull smashing these 2.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I was worried about in this matchup. I just wasn't able to generate enough pressure. The one dispute just undid everything I did.
Yep, just the absolute nonsense going on. Okay, then attack for 1.
13.
Your go.
So if your hand is really bad...
It's not good.
Maybe I can draw a stomp here. That is not a stomp.
Okay, stomp the yard.
I will cycle a Ketria Triome.
Okay.
I will play the Bears of Littjara.
I will dispute it.
That's fine. Pass the turn.
All right. Untap. I will draw Chapter 2. Search for a land. Put that into play tapped. Okay, then I will attack for 1.
I go to 12.
Deal you 3.
I go to 9.
And I guess we might as well 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sack World Tree. Get a Sheikah. Legend this one out. Get 4 1/1s.
Sure.
And then put a Ghost Form counter on a Sheikah. On the new one. And probably should have cultivated first, but yeah, then I will foretell. Your go.
Okay. The Bears of Littjara.
That resolves.
Pass the turn.
Don't forget the one that died.
Yeah, the Ashika's.
Oh, God, and I can gate it?
Yeah.
I can just play the gate? Okay, cool.
You can just keep making a spirit every turn now.
Draw. Okay, I'll play Vorin Klex. You can do that. You can.
I am dead.
Yes, you are. All right. I don't know if I've ended a show just winning a game. I think that's enough for me. I usually end the show with like a 4-game losing streak these last few weeks. So I'll at least, I'll take solace in that. I'll take solace in that. And you don't get to sweep your driveway like I know you like to do when it's a full-on sweep. It's just close to a sweep.
Yeah. And in that last game, though, Invasion of the Giants, I think would have been good. I might have made a mistake siding them out. I had to tap out for a giant on turn 4 and you tie it, and everything kind of just snowballed out of control from there.
Yeah, you didn't tap out, but you left up in a blue for a dispute.
Well, that was for
a blue card.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, so I would have had 3 mana.
Yeah. So if I went for bridge or something, you still had me there, but yeah.
Yeah. So, just saving 2 mana on that turn would have made all the difference.
Yeah.
From there, the Ugin dispute is probably still going to be really good, but not as devastating, and like a single squash could really get me back into the game. But yeah, that's kind of how I envision the matchup going, though. I just don't think the giant deck has quite enough speed. So you really need your counterspells to line up well, and they did in that third game.
It feels like the classic dynamic of a mid-range deck against ramp. Ramp usually destroys mid-range, and that's just how it is, they
don't have enough disruption to stop everything you're doing. They don't have enough speed to end the game before you deploy everything, and all of your cards just dominate the battlefield.
Yeah, but then when you took on a more tempo role, like you did in the third game that you won, it looked great. Tempo does beat ramp, so when you change roles and you're able to execute it well, that's still pretty good. But yeah.
So ultimately, a pretty good showing from a lot of different decks, mostly on my side. But
oh yeah. I really thought both the first 2 decks looked really good on paper, and the first one had a glaring problem. It didn't have ways to push through. If I had some Ugins and stuff, I did the thing to set up. So if I had that push over the element, and I even played against a deck.
I think what you really need is just Terror of the Peaks.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to say. I played against a list later that just had Terror of the Peaks as well. And instead of the Epiphany, which isn't a good enough card in the deck, it's cute, but you need ways to finish on top of it.
I would say 2 of those and 2 Terrors, and then cut 2 other cards, play 4 Terror of the Peaks, and you're set.
Exactly. Then I think I probably win that second game and win 2-0 or whatever. But just didn't have the staying power. So when you put up a big flyer, I just can't get past it. I need it, or Shatter Skull Smashings would have been excellent as well. And then my second deck had a glaring problem as well. And it just wasn't a good deck, and they both look really good on paper, but your humans deck looked awesome that Crocus was playing. That looked really cool. Just, it seemed like they're very tricky creatures to deal with. It seemed like any deck that's playing a mid-range plan like that against your humans deck is going to need to be a Yorion deck where you're just playing ways to exile. You need Glass Casket, you need Skyclave Apparition.
And then Sweepers to clean up the rest.
And then some kind of over-the-top effect. Yorion. Those kind of style decks, or Esper Doom would have been pretty good against that. But if you don't have the exile, that deck is going to destroy spot removal. That's trying to actually destroy stuff.
Yeah, it should be quite good against rogues.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so that deck looked impressive. I like the staying power, and normally there's a tight balance to be done when you're playing an aggressive deck. Step 1 is you need to be applying good amount of pressure.
Yeah.
And the staying power and the resilience is step 2. But if you can find the right balance where you have enough resilience that you're not overwhelmed by people's sweepers and spot removal spells, but you're still able to put them under a lot of pressure, that's when your aggro deck is good.
Yeah.
And sometimes the tools aren't there. Mm-hmm. You're too far in either direction, and then you usually side toward just being hyper aggressive and linear and hoping your opponent stumbles or doesn't have the sweeper on time. Any number of things that let you.
And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, usually those are kind of metagame calls. You find an unprepared metagame and you just run over people all day.
Yeah.
And so it seems like the tools exist now, especially with Rally the Ranks, and all the token producers
and the pathway.
Yeah. No, you already have the Orzhov pathway.
Yeah. Okay. I guess. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. So your mana was still fine. But really, it's really just Rally the Ranks is the card that it gives you a lot of pressure when you are just spewing the battlefield with bodies, because that's what links the resilience. I have a lot of bodies. You need sweepers over and over again.
Yeah.
To also having pressure. And my 3/1/1s now is attacking for 6.
Yeah.
And you're usually getting reached that way by just alpha striking your team into a blocker or 2 and getting some damage in and not really caring about it.
And that's been one of my favorite decks of all times too. It's just black-white tokens, like Promise of Boonray, Ghost Council shenanigans.
Way back
that
in the
was
day.
one of my
I thought you were thinking
decks.
Bitter Blossom into Spectral Procession.
Oh yeah, that was a great deck too. I lived through both of those era and played a lot. Those are both decks that I won a JSS qualifier with, so that ages me right there. A nice junior Junior Super Series qualifier.
What is it? The Magic Scholarship Series by the time of the Lorwyn era?
No, it was. I retired with Junior Super Series. I turned 18. The thing that was kind of crazy.
If you were 18, it was called the Magic Scholarship Series. We all colloquially still refer to it as JSS.
Yeah, they probably did change it.
Yeah, they reformulated JSS as the Magic Scholarship Series.
It was so brutal because I became a pro when I was like 17. So like through my 17s, I was just only allowed to play in the junior bracket for these things. And I just had a year, right? Like I racked up a lot of scholarships. And then right when I turned 18, when I was like full on a pro testing team, I'm like, okay, this is going to be nice. I'm going to get my way through college. They're like, yeah, we're done with that. I'm like, oh, it's my time to shine.
Yeah, but I found out about the JSS like a week before I turned 16 because back then that was the age cutoff. And I played exactly one event at age 15 and lost in the top 8. I don't need to go through the story, but only got to play one. And then the MSS expanded the age range to 18 right before I turned 18. So, there was a 2-year gap.
I know back in the day when you were, below 18, there wasn't internet. So was it like a carrier pigeon that delivered that message that JSS was done, or?
They actually, I thought it was stone tablets.
Yeah, they put the stone tablet on the door of the cathedral, and that's where everyone in the town gathered.
Of course,
it was at 2:30 p.m. right after the witches were stoned.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
And then the 1 hour where you got to throw rotting vegetables at the person in the stocks.
You had to go uphill both ways for that too, right?
Yeah. You literally lived at the bottom of a valley, and the rest of the town was on the other side of the hill.
Okay, gotcha. Just to catch everybody up, we're just making sure everyone knows Ross is old. That's all we're doing here. So
okay, well, why don't we make sure that we get the show wrapped up with some sponsor thanking and some sub thanking.
All right,
let's do some thanking.
We had 2 subs today: Killer Code Fish and Metallicat 206. Thank you to them, and thank you to all the rest of our subs.
And if you would like to support Star City Games in another way, you can join SCG Premium. $7.99 a month will get you access to exclusive content from our brilliant staff of content creators, as well as some other perks, which are 5% off of sealed product, 10% off of singles, and 15% off of supplies. So head on over to starcitygames.com/join-premium and sign up today.
And if you're going to sit in a chair for so much time now that Kaldheim is finally on Arena, like I am going to do for the next week or so, I cannot wait to play. You might as well do it in a very comfy chair. So if you want to pick up one of these chairs that we use every Tuesday and Thursday on Versus Live, you can head over to carnox.com/SCG and use that affiliate link to get yourself 10% off one of these awesome gaming chairs.
And our final sponsor is Coalesce Apparel. If you like the shirts that we wear, you can find their entire collection at coalesceapparel.shop. Be sure to use the gift code SCG when checking out to get 10% off of your purchase there, and also be aware that they now have stickers in their collection in addition to the shirts. And if you're a Jim Davis fan, that Jim Davis Piledriver shirt is now available as a hoodie as well.
Oh, we got that Miami collection as well, right?
Yes, and the South Beach collection. Great colors. If you like the Miami Heat, sort of pastel jerseys. Yeah. If you're thinking of summer already, I know we're getting towards the end of winter. We're not that far away, and you want to think about summer. That South Beach collection is
and we know Cedric with his love for LeBron. He's still in Miami a little bit, so he's got to like those Miami colors, and they look really, really clean, I must say. And also, we've been harping on all these sweet previews that, we're lucky enough that we get to play before all of y'all, but the time has come where we're no longer lucky, and you get to play as well. And you can get these cards ordered from starcitygames.com/previews to order all these sweet Kaldheim cards.
Yeah. And looking for a little bit of money to buy those extra Kaldheim cards, you can sell your cards to Star City Games. It will give you a 30% bonus on trade-ins for store credit, and there are many, many ways to trade in your cards. You can go online and use the buy list on the website. You can mail your cards into Star City Games. You can come in and make an appointment in the store, and if your collection is big enough, Star City Games will actually come to you.
Fancy.
So you don't have to transport it yourself.
And let's get real. You may want to sell your cards, but you never want to completely get out of Magic. So you might just want to kind of trade those cards in. So you can use that money you sell to Star City Games and check out the new sale that we have right now. And this is the HP sale, where just heavily played cards, we both agree that is the way to get your cards.
Yeah, if you're going to play with your cards a lot, you might as well buy them. They're going to end up heavily played, so they might as well start heavily played.
Exactly. If you don't have to go up to a judge and just be like, I can still play with this, right, even though it's that beat up, like you're you're ready to go. Those are the kind of cards I like playing with. So the heavily played sale is 15% off. If you want to pick up some of these cards, get a little discount on some cards that still work perfectly fine, go to starcitygames.com/sale to check out that.
Awesome.
All right, everyone. Well, that's going to do it. After losing 5, 6, 9 shows in a row, I think it's about time I go home and cry and try to... And I think at this point, I think I learned Kaldheim, I am not... It just doesn't work with me. I have not built really good decks, so now I'm excited that all of y'all are going to go out and break it, and then I'm going to play all these established decks against Ross, and I know that's where I shine.
Well, I'm just going to keep bringing my Whisper Squads.
Yeah.
And you show me what you can do. I'm going to squad up.
Good luck. Good luck. Okay. Actually, I can't say that at all. I've lost so much. You don't need any luck. So
it's easy to talk trash when you're winning.
Yeah.
It shows real commitment when you talk trash while you're losing.
Nice Last Dance quote. One of my favorite things ever. Anyways, all right. That's going to do it for us today. We will be back Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So for Corey, Ross, and Rob, bye-bye.